Ever wondered why your edits look flat even with great footage? Today, we reveal the top 7 best monitors for video editing that pros swear by. Colors so alive, they feel real. Stay tuned and I promise you'll find your perfect match. Welcome to the channel. Grab your favorites through the links in the description and let's elevate your editing game together. At number 7 is BenQ 32-inch. Imagine finally seeing every subtle hue and shade in your edits exactly as they should appear. That's the reality the BenQ SW321C 32-inch 4K UHD IPS monitor brings to photographers and video editors who've struggled with inaccurate color and frustrating post-work results. With 99% Adobe RGB, 100% sRGB and Rec. 0.709, and 95% DCI P3 color coverage, this 32-inch 4K display goes beyond standard screens to reveal depth and detail you never knew you were missing. Its 10-bit panel and robust hardware calibration support means smoother gradients and more faithful tones right out of the box, while USB-C connectivity simplifies your workspace with power delivery and data over one cable. Some creative pros might wish for even higher brightness or simpler OSD controls, and it sits above basic options like the BenQ PD3205U in pure gamut reach. But this monitor's accurate color and factory calibration make editing feel less like guesswork and more like art realized. On number 6 is ASUS 24.1-inch. You might not realize how much your creative work is held back until you see your first edit on the ASUS ProArt 24.1-inch display, a screen designed to tackle the frustration of dull, misrepresented colors that plague photographers and video editors. With 100% sRGB and Rec. 709 wide color gamut coverage straight out of the box, most creators know the pain of guessing how an image will actually look on another device or in print, but this ProArt display delivers consistent fidelity thanks to its Kalman-verified color accuracy and strong factory tuning. The clarity from the 1920 by 1200 WUXGA IPS panel makes textures and tones leap from your workspace, while ergonomic adjustments keep marathon editing sessions comfortable. On the flip side, its resolution isn't as high as flagship 4K options like the ASUS ProArt PA329Q, which offers a sharper UHD canvas, and some creatives may outgrow it. Yet for those seeking vivid hues and reliable performance without overcomplicated setup, this monitor solves real editing headaches and brings your visuals to life in a way that feels almost personal, a practical, rewarding upgrade for your creative toolkit. At number 5 is INNOCN 40-inch. What if your workspace could finally match the size of your ambition? The INNOCN 40C1U 40-inch 5K ultra-wide monitor turns that idea into something you can see and feel, especially for creators tired of juggling multiple windows on cramped screens. With a massive 5120 by 2160 21:9 panel and wide gamut coverage like 135% sRGB and 106% DCI P3, it expands editing timelines, layers, and palettes without losing clarity, and it arrives color accurate thanks to factory calibration. The productivity boost from its ultra-wide format is obvious the moment you load your first project, and USB-C with power delivery plus HDMI 2.1 and DisplayPort keeps devices flowing without cable chaos. Downsides? HDR 400 and 350 nits brightness don't dazzle, and the built-in speakers are basic. Minor gripes compared with the boost in workspace freedom. Compared to some curved ultra-wides, its flat panel feels expansive and honest, making this 5K monitor a game changer for designers, editors, and multitaskers alike. At number 4 is Dell 32-inch. You won't believe how alive games feel until a 32-inch 4K UHD gaming monitor like this transforms every frame into something cinematic, boosting both immersion and responsiveness with native 144Hz refresh and HDMI 2.1 that pushes consoles and PCs to their limits. This setup eliminates tearing and stutter with NVIDIA G-Sync and AMD FreeSync Premium Pro, so frantic battles feel fluid and satisfying, and HDR visuals pop with richer contrast thanks to VESA Display HDR 600 and wide DCI P3 color coverage. For many gamers, the real-world problem before buying this monitor is choppy gameplay and lackluster color on older screens, which this display tackles head-on with sharper detail and smoother motion. Compared to some premium OLED alternatives, its IPS panel won't quite match the deepest blacks, yet it still balances clarity, performance, and color fidelity wonderfully. Downsides include HDR that's good but not jaw-dropping and a price that demands thoughtful commitment. But once you see your favorite games rendered this clean and fluid, that initial hesitation turns into pure gaming joy. At number 2 is BenQ PD3205U. You might not realize how much your creative work has been held back until you plug into a BenQ PD3205U 4K UHD HDR IPS monitor that finally shows a broader world of color, with 99% sRGB and Rec. 709 coverage that brings subtle shades and gradients to life instead of dulling them out. This 4K monitor's IPS panel delivers crisp imagery from nearly every angle, and the USB-C all-in-one connectivity means video, data, and power flow through one cable, simplifying your desk and cutting down on clutter. It's ideal for photo editors, video makers, and designers who want consistent color and a spacious 16:9 canvas. The embedded HDR isn't as dynamic as top HDR 600 displays, and refresh sits at a standard 60 Hz, so it's not targeted at high-end gaming. Compared with options that offer slightly wider gamut and brighter HDR highlights, this monitor focuses on balanced color and practical everyday workflows. Ultimately, it transforms your workspace into a place where visuals finally feel accurate and engaging, not just good enough. On number 3 is Sceptre 27-inch. What if every scene you see on screen suddenly felt closer to reality? That's the shift you get with a 32-inch 4K UHD gaming monitor that pushes 3840 by 2160 resolution and an IPS panel to deliver crisp visuals with vibrant color and wide 178-degree viewing angles, helping you spot detail you didn't even know you were missing. Before stepping up to this level, many people struggle with blurry edges, washed out color, and choppy motion on older screens, especially when gaming or editing fast action. With up to a 75 Hz refresh rate and DisplayPort support, motion feels smoother and tearing is reduced compared to older 60 Hz panels. And the 350 set demog per meter square brightness brings out both subtle and bold shades clearly. Connectivity covers HDMI and DisplayPort, so you can plug consoles and PCs easily, though only one port hits the higher refresh, sometimes limiting multi-device setups. Compared to higher-end 120 Hz or 144 Hz models, this monitor won't deliver ultra-fast competitive gaming, but for everyday gaming, media, and productivity, it's a compelling step up that makes your screen feel alive. Now moving to the last one is ASUS 27-inch. Did you know most creators never see their true colors because their screen can't match the detail they capture? The ASUS ProArt Display PA279CRV 27-inch 4K UHD monitor tackles that head-on with a stunning 3840 by 2160 HDR IPS panel that reveals nuances you didn't even know were there. It's factory pre-calibrated and Kalman verified to Delta E less than 2, delivering 99% DCI-P3 and 99% Adobe RGB coverage. So what you tweak in editing stays true across devices and prints, not guesswork anymore. The USB-C all-in-one connectivity with 96-watt power delivery simplifies your desk and keeps laptops charged without a tangle of cables. But you should know, its 60 Hz refresh won't satisfy gamers itching for high frame rates, and HDR 400 isn't extremely bright compared with top HDR monitors. When put next to something which pushes more advanced calibration and richer HDR, the PA279CRV feels more balanced and practical for everyday editing workflows. For creators who've wrestled with dull panels and inconsistent tones, this display brings clarity that finally matches your vision. Let's go with the BenQ PD3205U 32-inch 4K monitor. If you're after color accuracy and a wide color gamut, this monitor is a powerhouse with its 100% sRGB and Adobe RGB coverage. Whether you're a designer, photographer, or video editor, it delivers precision right out of the box, reducing the guesswork in your projects. The USB-C connectivity makes it perfect for a clean, efficient workspace. Trust me, this is a solid choice for anyone serious about their creative work. So guys, this was the video about the top 7 best monitor for video editing. All the links are given in the description, do check them out. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more videos. Thank you.